Good morning, students. I'm Niranjan. Today we are going to discuss the same differences between physical adsorption and chemical adsorption. In second lecture, we have seen uh, 7 points of differences between 6 points of differences. Seventh, that is highly important for our board examination. Because of that, I left that point for today discussion. So we are going to start this very important point. In fact, temperature is very vital point or playing a vital role in the case of adsorption. We know that extent of adsorption is inversely proportional to the temperature. Because in adsorption, there is a bond formation between adsorbate and adsorbent. So when temperature rises, this force decreases. So in case of physical adsorption, in graph you just see, when the temperature increases on x-axis, the extent of adsorption, that is x by m, is decreasing downward. So there is a direct, you can say, when temperature increases, the extent of physical adsorption decreases. And so very simple answer is, it happens only because of very weakening of very weak force, that is the van der Waals force existing amongst or between adsorbate and adsorbent. On the other hand, in chemical adsorption, the bond formed between adsorbate and adsorbent is very strong. In beginning, at the lower temperature, the rate of extent of chemisorption is also lower. Because in bond formation, chemical reaction is going on. So in chemical reaction, certain energy is required to start the reaction. So in beginning, if the temperature is low, the rate of the extent of adsorption is also low. So as temperature increases, that is activation of energy increases, the extent of adsorption, or that is chemisorption, also increases. So line is very straight passing through origin, which shows that extent of chemisorption directly depends on increase in temperature. After certain increase, it follows the same path as we have seen in case of physisorption when temperature increases. So after a certain range, when temperature increases in the same way, the chemisorption after saturation starts decreasing. The extent of chemisorption starts decreasing. And the reason I have explained in beginning why it is directly proportional, because in chemisorption, a chemical bond is formed, and in chemical bond formation, certain activation energy is required. And because of that, when we increase temperature, the bond formed between adsorbate and adsorbent also goes faster. So in beginning, this is fast, but after the saturation, it follows the same path as we have seen in the case of adsorption. So after the peak of the curve, we see it goes downward. So another one point of difference that is also important is activation energy. As far as adsorption, physical adsorption is concerned, the energy required, that is activation energy is required, is very less, or you can say no appreciable activation energy is required in case of physical adsorption. Whereas in chemical adsorption, a certain energy, that is activation energy, is required to start, otherwise it will not take place. The next point of difference is layer formation. In case of physical adsorption, it results into multimolecular layer formation on adsorbent surface. But in case of chemical adsorption, it results into unimolecular layer. No multimolecular layer is observed in case of chemisorption. It happens only because of chemical bond formed between adsorbent and adsorbate is taking place one by one. So it is unimolecular in nature. Again, I try to pull your attention towards temperature. In temperature factor, we know critical temperature as far as adsorption of gas is concerned. Higher is the critical temperature of a gas being adsorbed, greater is the extent of adsorption of the gas. And what is critical temperature? We have already learned in class 11 in properties of gases chapter. Again, I am repeating the same. The temperature, a particular temperature above which a gas cannot be liquefied. However, the pressure applied, or you can say irrespective of the pressure applied. So, below that temperature, we can liquefy the gas easily by applying pressure. So higher is the value of critical temperature of the gas, it is more easy to liquefy the gas given. So higher is the value of critical temperature, more is the extent of adsorption of the gas given in the vessel. So now let us discuss various factors on which adsorption of a gas depends. We have already discussed in the previous topic, as for example, nature of the gas. We have already discussed more easily liquefiable gases are more or greatly adsorbed on the adsorbent. Example, ammonia, hydrochloric gas, CO2 gas, etc. These all are easily liquefiable gases. So they are adsorbed to a greater extent, whereas permanent gases like H2, O2, N2, etc., they are not easily adsorbable. Now, the second factor which affects the rate of adsorption of gases, that is the nature of adsorbent. The extent of adsorption of a gas also depends upon the nature of adsorbent. Example, easily liquefiable gases are more easily adsorbed by activated charcoal or broken charcoal pieces. Third point is a specific area. We have already discussed, we are knowing the larger is the surface area, more is the extent of adsorption because of presence of more number of unutilized valencies. The next point is, next factor is pressure. We have seen already, higher is the pressure, more is the extent of adsorption. So this is all about factors affecting adsorption of a gas. So this is all about different kinds of adsorption. So dear students, do the related questions from NCERT. These all are highly important, especially temperature factor is highly important for our board examination. I hope that you will keep doing all related questions at your home. Thank you.